we shall be examining an HR tool called the HR Audit. Now, HR Audit is essentially quite a powerful HR tool, but it is not really being effectively utilized by most organizations. Now, what exactly is an HR tool? Why should we use HR Audit? What is its scope? And how can it be deployed? And for what purposes is what we shall examine in this video clip. Now, first question is, why HR Audit? What is the use of an HR Audit? What is the purpose of an HR Audit? Why should we conduct an HR Audit? An HR Audit essentially enables, number one, control of the execution of HR policy. Now, this execution is a major problem in most organizations. Policies are made, but while executing on the ground, there are huge problems. So, number one, it's a tool to enable policy of HR execution. Policy of execution of HR policy. Number two, it is also control of compliance to laws, so that the organization is in compliance to the laws, the parliamentary laws or statutory laws which have to be followed, so that there is no litigation risk. Moving forward, now HR Audit is also a transformational tool. It enables HR innovation. It enables HR to find out as to where there are errors and which processes require innovation and improvement. Thus, it works like an early warning system for possible errors which are going to translate into big problems in the future. Now, these are the reasons as to why we need to conduct an HR audit. Now we come to the next question. HR audit what? Now, the specific keywords which can help define HR audit are, number one, it's a method or it's a process. Number two, it enables assessment of HR functions, their effectiveness, HR policies, their effectiveness, HR procedures, their effectiveness, and also an assessment of different HR documents. Thus, it is a system to assess the different HR elements which comprise the HR system in order to enable HR innovation and HR compliance. That's what an HR audit is. And thus it is a fairly powerful process. And thus it needs to be specifically integrated into the HR system of an organization. Now, basically HR audit is only integrated into approximately 52% of all organizations. And that also the compliance part of the HR audit. The transformational part of HR audit is being implemented by at best 15 to 20% of the organizations, which is also an optimistic kind of a figure. Now we come to how do we conduct an HR audit. Now, an HR audit fundamentally involves, number one, mapping the system, mapping the HR system and the process, measuring its effectiveness, and then assessing on a comparative basis whether that HR process is effective. Is it increasing in effectiveness over a period of time or declining? And thus, what is the value that particular HR process is adding? So it enables quantification of the value that a particular HR process adds to the organization. So, measurement of HR processes needs to be done through HR metrics. So, what are the things that need to be done? Number one, we need to identify the HR process that needs to be measured. We need to map the process. We need to measure the process in the form of metrics, and then we need to deploy HR analytics in order to analyze as to how that HR parameter has been behaving over a period of time in the organization. This enables the HR managers or the HR directors to take more informed and more effective decisions regarding HR. In addition to that, it acts like an early warning system. It enables the senior management in HR to identify where the errors are, so the errors can be removed, and alternatively, the HR systems can be innovated upon. In addition to that, it reduces the risk of litigation because it ensures compliance with external laws or statutory laws, and it also enables HR innovation. So therefore, the key process is identifying the HR process, measuring its effectiveness, then evaluating that parameter with respect to either the timeline or the objectives, or comparison with other organizations in case that data is available, and thus the outcome is HR innovation and HR compliance. Thus, the HR audit is a powerful process of the human resource function and needs to be integrated into the HR system of every organization.